My three worst players on the pitch, and then my three best players on the pitch today against Burnley. Now, let me start with my worst players on the pitch today. Number one is DELAP. He was one of the worst players on the pitch. Don't get me wrong, he was doing some of the basic things right. That is holding up play, linking up play, trying to bully the defenders. But most at times he liked falling down, like simple pass. DELAP was just trying to score. In his head, he made his mind that today he has to score. So most at times when he gets the ball that you want to see him pass, look at the first chance that we created. He had the opportunity to pass to, was it PEDRO or Enzo Fernandez, and he decided to shoot. And it was a terrible shot that he took, because at that particular point in time, he had no business shooting that ball. It could have just been a true ball, and then we get a first goal. That was PEDRO. Then the second ball again, he had the ball, passed the defender. Instead of him to cross the ball like the way McGill crossed, he wanted to take a shot, and then he had a very bad shot again. And then he had a chance, similar chance, and then he put PEDRO through ball. But most of the times, he was just off. He was just off. Though he was bullying the defenders, he was trying to pull the defenders out of position. But for me, he was one of the worst players on the pitch. Number two is PEDRO. João Pedro. João Pedro is one of the worst players. Was one of the worst players on the pitch today. Number 10 position, you need players with high IQ. Your IQ must be very, very high. You need intelligent players on the ball, whereby you can pick up runs, you can give passes. But João Pedro constantly holds the ball too much. Constantly, he holds the ball too much. When he gets the ball, when the player picks up a run, he doesn't give the ball earlier. He was very, very, very terrible on the pitch. And then the last player on the pitch for me was Gittens. Though he had an assist, but he had a terrible game, especially in the first half. He was finding it difficult to take his marker, Kyle Walker. In the second half, that one or two occasions that he was able to take on Kyle Walker, but his decision making was very terrible. And sometimes his ball control in the first half was very bad. When he controls the ball in such a way that it's finding it very difficult to turn. Most of the times when you control the ball in the first half, he finds it difficult to turn, and that is like the way he controls the ball. But in the second half, he improved a bit. Yes, he improved a bit. But for me, he had a very terrible game. Now, my three best players on the pitch, starting with Marc Cucurella. I think Marc Cucurella was very fantastic. Even when we made the substitution, Marc Cucurella was playing as a number 3. He was inverting into the midfield to add to Andre Santos, making it a double pivot. He was playing in the half spaces. Charlie, he was everywhere. And my second best player for today was McGill. Though he came on late, but his influence, his impact on the game was massive. Not only the goal, but you see the way he bullied the defenders. See the way he linked up. Like, he was very, very phenomenal. And that bullying that he bullied to Ezebi to pass it to Enzo Fernandez was just good. And then the last player for me, who had a very, very stellar performance, was Andre Santos. Taking in the shoes of Caicedo and making sure that you put your best performance on the pitch was fantastic for me. So he was winning balls, he was winning duels, he was tackling. At some point, he had an injury, like he was limping, but he still ran to make tackles. His timing was fantastic. For me, Charlie, the future is bright for Chelsea.